New Jersey lawmakers push for stricter e-bike rules after rise in serious injuries. Union County bans e-bikes, scooters in some areas. These are just two of the recent headlines regarding the growing concern over the expansion of motorized personal vehicles across the nation. The problem is, much of what is being said and posted on media is uninformed or incorrect. I'm hoping that I can correct some of that misinformation today. First, what is an e-bike as defined by the New Jersey state law? New Jersey recognizes two types of low-speed electric bicycles, Class 1 and Class 2. Both are treated like bicycles. No license, registration, or insurance is required. Class 1 bikes are also referred to as pedal assist, which refers to having a motor up to 750 watts that is not controlled by a throttle. Assistance is provided as you pedal the bike. This class is permitted on all locations a pedal bike may travel unless there is a local restriction. The maximum speed through assistance is 20 miles per hour. Class 2 bikes are the same as Class 1, except that the motor has a throttle that can only assist the bike up to that 20 miles per hour. Any bike that can travel with assistance above 20 miles per hour is considered a Class 3 bike or moped, motorized bicycle. A license, registration, and insurance are required. But there is no way to register and insure any e-bike at this time. In fact, the major insurance companies don't offer any type of insurance for these bikes. Mopeds can only be used on roadways. You must be over 15 years old to qualify to use such a bike. That's it. Those are the New Jersey definitions of e-bikes. Anything else is not an e-bike. E-bike riders are required to follow all of the regulations and laws governing the use of unassisted pedal bikes. Those laws include the following: helmets required for riders and passengers under 17. Sidewalk usage controlled by local ordinances. Some places yes, some places no. Generally, you may park your pedal Class 1 and Class 2 bike on a sidewalk if you are not restricting pedestrians. Bike paths. E-bikes are permitted on bike paths unless there are local restrictions, and there are. Lights. At night, a white light in the front is required and a red light in the rear is required, both visible at 600 feet. A signal. Bikes must be equipped with a bell or some kind of a horn or something that can alert people they're coming from 100 feet away. And you must have brakes that work. Passengers. You can only have the number of people on a bike that it's designed for, usually one. Operation. Bikes must be ridden on the right except when turning left or going around obstacles. This is really important. Bikes must ride the same direction as other vehicular traffic and obey all the traffic signals controlling all vehicular traffic. This represents the basic requirements when riding an e-bike. For more details, you can go ahead and do a search of New Jersey laws. Now comes the hard part. Are e-bikes safe? The answer is yes. They are as safe as a car, a gun, a knife, etc. The real question is the person riding the bike safe? That is not always the case. And to address the problem, numerous laws, ordinances, regulations are being passed or proposed across the state and the nation. These include bans on e-bikes altogether, something that's not going to happen. Restricting use of e-bikes on bike paths and other path systems, I assure you, when I'm on my bike, I see plenty of pedal bike users who are riding dangerously on bike paths. Another is registering all e-bikes and getting licenses for all e-bike riders. And who knows what else is going to be coming down the bike path. I am not going to take time to debunk these ideas. It's going to be played out in the future. The data and the facts demonstrate that most accidents and inappropriate use of e-bikes involves, sorry, adolescent boys. It isn't rocket science, it's neuroscience that tells us that adolescent brains are not fully matured, and as a result, those brains take risks and make decisions that are not always wise or safe. Restricting my ability to ride my bike in many locations I currently ride on is not going to solve any problems. I can tell you from my riding, the laws that are on the books are simply not enforced. Now comes the hard part. What do I propose should happen to increase bike safety for everyone? I say community involvement, education, and enforcement of existing laws. For example, if I drive my car without a seatbelt on, I can get pulled over. If I do not have the proper lights, I'm pulled over. If I drive a vehicle that is not approved for the road, I'm pulled over and perhaps it's taken away from me. The same should apply to bicycles. If you are not riding an authorized bicycle or obeying the rules of the road for bikes, you should be stopped. If the bike is not authorized, it should be confiscated. If you're going to pass laws or ordinance regarding e-bikes, please get the community involved and provide classes in bike safety and bicycle awareness for everyone. Examine the procedures you and your police department follow and be sure good practices are being implemented in your towns. Most important, you parents, before you purchase or allow your child to use an e-bike, e-bikes and all the current devices used on the roads are not toys. They demand training, situational awareness, excellent safety awareness, and rapid decision-making skills in high-risk environments. You must be certain your child demonstrates the maturity and safety awareness necessary. Are they prepared to travel in traffic and among pedestrians? Are they cautious or are they risk takers? Their lives and the lives of others may very well depend on the decisions you make as parents. In conclusion, this is not an issue that's going to go away. The issue is growing and it's extremely tough, and we're just beginning the process of looking at this. We will be hearing so much more about this in the future. For Real Good News, this is Alan Swanson.